The first jobs report of the year shows mixed signals for the economy. The U.S. added 143,000 jobs in January, less than expected, though unemployment dropped to 4%. Analysts say severe winter weather and California wildfires likely impacted hiring last month. And despite campaign promises, Americans see no relief from rising prices ahead under the new administration. A new consumer survey shows inflation fears jumping to 4.3% this month, up a full point since January, and the highest level since late 2023. The survey's director says the growing concern crosses all political lines. And the Trump administration's recently imposed a 10% tariff on Chinese imports that could make your next smartphone pricier. There is a silver lining. Some important caveats. It may be a while before smartphone prices start to rise, and those higher costs might not sting as much as expected. If the tariffs impact phone prices, analysts say consumers won't likely see price hikes until the fall or holiday season. Could be another whirlwind week for international trade. President Trump says he'll announce new reciprocal tariffs tomorrow or Wednesday, and he plans to target steel and aluminum. Amy Kiley reports.
This escalation is not going to be helpful.
President Donald Trump says he's announcing a number of new tariffs this week, starting today.
Any steel coming into the United States is going to have a 25% tariff.
What about aluminum, sir?
Aluminum, too.
Canada produces about a quarter of U.S. steel imports. Mexico supplies about half that. Analysts say the upside of the tariffs is they might help domestic producers. U.S. Steel Corporation is struggling so much it unsuccessfully tried to sell itself to a Japanese company last month. Some economists say the downside of tariffs could be higher prices for Americans. They point to other duties on metals that Trump imposed in his first term.
It was sort of a situation where an eye for an eye left everybody blind.
Also today, new Chinese tariffs on some U.S. goods begin. They're 15% for certain types of coal and liquefied natural gas, and 10% for crude oil, certain vehicles, and farm equipment. China says, quote, trade and tariff wars have no winners. But it says it's responding to Trump's new tariff on Chinese products. Those force American businesses to pay 10% extra as a kind of tax on Chinese imports over $800. Many economists say that could be inflationary.
When you're dealing with the Chinese government, you really are looking to try to find a way that nobody really looks bad.
The Trump administration says it's only pausing tariffs on Chinese imports that cost less than $800, and the Commerce Department is developing a system for tracking those goods.